The only reason why a person will not apologize is because they are not apologetic.
BTSW speaks.
Just want to tack on another one of my quotes as a reference for this video as well. And that quote was, "Don't just say sorry, apologize." I'll put it up on one of the corners so that you can see. The reason why I wanted to talk about this one, it wasn't deep. It's not deep at all. I think it's really straightforward. I don't think this one flew over anyone's head, but I just want to drive the point. As I said a while ago in some other video, can't remember. Sometimes I make these videos just because I want to, I want to talk about this. I feel the need to talk about this a bit more because it's just too much to type, and people don't like to read that much. I know I don't, but that's just me. The point is, let's back up for a minute. I'm from the Caribbean, which means there's a 90% chance that somewhere in my childhood I was beaten as a form of disciplinary action. Now, the reason why I would get beaten is because I would do or say something that I genuinely did not know I couldn't say or do. I wasn't a very rude child, not to my knowledge, not that I remember, not to authoritative figures anyway. I just really liked doing things. I liked exploring and venturing out and seeing what it is that I can and can't do, And obviously, sometimes, unfortunately, the way I would find out that I can't do something is when I got beaten for it. Now, the reason why I made that small anecdote there is because as a child in the Caribbean, or maybe it's just a black thing, I don't know, my parents and any other authoritative figure in the area, if there was a little dispute between two children, they would make you apologize to the other person if you was in the wrong, right? But what my parents and aunts and uncles would do is, not only would they make me apologize, but they'd say, why are you sorry? And you would have to think about a reason for why you're sorry. And that is the difference between saying sorry and apologizing. Because if you were genuinely apologetic, you would apologize, obviously, you would say sorry, and then you would either give a promise, okay, I won't do that again, or I didn't mean to do that, I didn't mean to make you feel this way, or whatever the case may be. But if you just say sorry, you don't mean it. And my parents, they knew that. They knew if you just say sorry, it's either because you know somewhere along your teaching that this is what you say when somebody get upset, but you don't have to mean it. So in order to make sure you mean it, they would make you come up with an excuse. And also, as a part of the anecdote, one time I remember I said sorry, and it was like, why are you sorry? I said, because you told me to say sorry. And so I got another beating. The point is, you have to make sure you have a legit reason for being sorry. And the reason why I said the only reason why a person in your adult life obviously would not apologize is because they're not apologetic. The reason why I said that is because I was talking to someone at the time when I made the quote, giving them advice. We was just having a conversation, and it was just like, how can you do something, insert situation here, to a person and just not apologize for that? Like, that would hurt me. That's wrong. Why wouldn't you at least say sorry? And the only reason, I don't care who say what, you tell them I say so. I don't care who say what. The only reason why they don't apologize is because they are not apologetic. Everyone knows how to say sorry. But everyone also knows, ain't nobody making me say sorry. And if I ain't sorry, I ain't saying it. If I don't feel like I have to apologize for that, then I'm not going to apologize for it. And we, as the sensible folk who may have had some wrong done to us, we have to kind of take the high road sometimes and say, well, either I'm going to forgive you or I'm going to forget you. just because you refuse to apologize. And the only reason why you refuse to apologize is because you're not apologetic. And if the situation is that serious, where it's either you apologize or we just can't be together anymore, we can't talk anymore, be friends, or whatever the relationship is between you and that person, then it is that serious, obviously. You can't just leave that alone. You understand? If it's something that you really believe you deserve an apology for, you can, if you want, ask for that apology, or you can let that situation determine the relationship, basically. Because, in my own opinion, that is necessary. Because, like I said, the only reason why that person didn't apologize is because they are not apologetic. Now, you have the full free will and opportunity to do with that information what you will, but trust and believe that the reason why they didn't apologize is because they didn't think they had to. They didn't think that it was apology worthy. And if that is a problem for you, then you need to take action. You have to be mature about it. You have to say, well, okay, it's either this or we gotta, you understand? That's just my take. You can take it or you can leave it. However, I strongly believe that if a person does not apologize, it is only because they are not apologetic.